Okay, welcome back. So, let's go talk to the chief here, see what he knows, see if he can help us. Hey, I've been waiting for you two, Estelle and Joshua, right? Yes, it's nice to meet you, sir. We're sorry to bother you at work like this. Oh no, don't worry yourselves about that. The Bracer Guild and Cassius in particular have done a great deal for me in the past. It would be rude of me not to welcome his children. Huh? You know Dad? I guess you might say that he was my benefactor. It's no exaggeration to say that the Central Factory produces the finest ornaments in the land. Naturally, the confrontations over our craft have never really stopped. Whether we've had a problem, we'd always contact the Roland branch and we'd have him come over. Whenever we had a problem. Oh, I see. That explains all the business trips then. And now my benefactor's kids come to visit me themselves. So, what can I do for you? I'm happy to help. Thanks, sir. It's kind of a long story. Joshua and Estelle explained to Murdoch about the events surrounding the mysterious black orbment. I see, well then. Would you mind if I had a look at this orbment? Sure, no problem. Estelle produced the black orbment and handed it to the factory chief. Now this certainly is an oddity. It's obviously made from modern materials, but the caliber isn't inscribed anywhere. Caliber? You mean the numbers that are carved into the orbment's frame? Exactly. It's almost unheard of for an orbment to be produced without them. It's not just in Liberl either, most of the other nations on the continent are the same way. It's been a tradition dating back to when the orbments were first invented 50 years ago. You don't say. Estelle took out her combat orbment and eyeballed it suspiciously. You're right. There are numbers right there. Crazy. You mean to say that you never noticed in all this time? Oh, hush. But seriously, is it really that strange for one to have no caliber on it? It's pretty much part of the production process, and that goes for any Orbital factory. It's as if this one were a prototype or something. If so, I'd imagine it wasn't made to entertain at birthday parties, if you take my meaning. So less with the sweet and awesome, more with the stabby hurdy, got it. Of course, I can't say for certain without looking inside. What is it? But I can't find the maintenance cover. And now that I really look at it, it has no seams to it at all. How the hell was this thing made? I don't see any way to check out the inside of it. Oh man. Would it be possible to cut it open? That might work, yes, but I'd hate to just break something belonging to Cassius like that. Oh, okay. Maybe we should let the professor handle it. Oh right, the one mentioned in the note. Yeah, he should be able to tell us something. There was a note that was included with the orbment. Estelle showed Murdoch the note that was with the package for Cassius. Please ask Professor R to do an analysis. You wouldn't happen to know who this Professor R is, would you? Well, let me think. From the letter R and the people that Cassius knew, it must be Professor Russell. I thought so. Who's Professor Russell? And wait a second, how do you know this guy? I don't, but I know of him. He's known as the person who brought Orbital technology to Liberl in the first place. Hey, you know your stuff. As I'm sure you know, orbments were invented by Professor Epstein, and Professor Russell was one of his disciples. 40 years ago, he brought the orbments and his knowledge back, and that's why Liberl is a technologically advanced nation. You might say that he was the father of the Orbital Revolution. Wow, now that is impressive. Man, I had no idea that Dad knew anyone like that. Even so, it worries me a little that you'll be letting the old handle this orbment. We have no idea what it really is. Huh? Well, how to put this? For good or ill, he's a certified genius. When he gets an idea for a new invention in his head, there's no telling what he'll do. Much like the time when he was developing the first orbital airship. What's with this far-off look? I guess a lot's happened. Sorry. I'm sure that he'll be able to figure this thing out. Go find him and ask him about it, it can't hurt. Thanks, Chief. Where should we go to find him? Hold on a moment. Murdoch flipped the switch on the intercom. Testing, testing. Ah, good. Actually, I've been looking for you. Sorry to bother you, but can you come by here? Alright, I'll be waiting. What did you just call the professor or something? Oh, no, no, no. He actually has a private workshop in town. He has all the latest technology at his disposal, so I know he can figure out something about that thing. Wow, really? He must be a genius. Wait, then who did you call? His granddaughter. She works here at the factory. I'm sure the child will be happy to show you the way. And I bet I know who it is. The child? Excuse me. What? You? Oh, Estella and Joshua. You mean that you know each other? Yeah, we only just met a little while ago, though. So then I guess she's the professor's granddaughter? Exactly. Tita, I've been talking with Estelle and Joshua here, and I'd like for you to show them the way to your house. To see Grandpa? Okay, I will. I appreciate it. Oh, yes, if you learn anything new, I'd love if you came back and told me. As an engineer, I'm extremely curious to know more about this. Sure thing. If you'll excuse us then. Hey, I didn't think you could be coming. And you're even the granddaughter of the famous professor. It's no wonder you're so comfortable with orbments. Oh, come on. I'm still just studying under my grandpa. Oh, by the way, do you bracers have any business with my grandpa? Well, sort of. The situation is kind of complicated. We can explain everything once we see your grandfather. Oh, okay. My house is in the southwest corner of town. Get off the escalator and go straight until you reach the south entrance. Then turn to the west and there it is. Got it. Let's get moving. Wanna go down. Probably should have took the elevator, would have been quicker. Well, maybe not. Before we go there though, I want to buy her a new gun. Oops. Can't afford that. So we'll do that, I guess. Okay. Is there something better than the shield vest though? The battle suit is better, so we'll equip that for now. Okay, looks good. Okay, so to the south and the west. Russell Home and Factory. There we go. This is my house. Wow, nice place. Professor Russell is here? No, I think he's in the workshop. Through this door. We should go and say hi then. Okay. Huzzah! I'm home, Grandpa. Okay, maybe this way. So this is the professor? Nice to meet you. My name is Estelle Bright of the Bracer Guild. We actually came to get your expert opinion on... Got it! Eek! Haha! I did it! It's finally complete. That's right, who's the man? I'm the man. Yes, I should start testing it at once. Whoa! What the hell? I'm sorry, Estelle. Grandpa kinda goes into a trance when he's working and he doesn't really notice what's going on around him. I think he just finished up the device he's been working on for the past few days. Ah, I see. He really is something. Oh, he's something, alright. I'm so embarrassed. Alright, let's go back down and talk to him again. Grandpa, there are some people here who need to talk to you. Oh, Tita, you've come at just the right time. I need your help with compiling the data from these tests. But Grandpa... This new invention will actually block a biosensor orbit detection faculties. It emits a unique orbital force field that deflects the energy that a biosensor sends out when it scans. Oh, really? Yes, really. Since when do I overstate my own accomplishments? Now, come on, we've got some testing to do. Right. And she just goes ahead with it. Professor Russell and Tita begin working with some complex-looking equipment. Hey, now. Never mind, Estelle. I think we should just let them be for a little while. Hey, you with the black hair. Who, me? Who else? On the upstairs bookcase is a notebook titled Orbital Energy as Applied to Force Fields. Go get it. And be quick about it. Alright. Oh, wait, Joshua. Hey, young lady, you with the antenna hair. Antenna? Oh, no, you didn't. Quit farting around and make some coffee. Why should I have to make you coffee? I take it black, by the way. I want it clear as mud. You're not hearing a word I say. Fine, whatever. She's actually gonna go make the coffee, wow. Yep, perfect. All set, Grandpa. Just as fast as ever. Oh. Where is Estelle and Joshua? Who? Come to think of it, I do vaguely recall a couple of young folks. Murdoch sent some fresh faces then, I presume? Grandpa! And so Estelle and Joshua inadvertently wound up as assistants in the experiment. After many small but relatively harmless explosions and some singeing of the eyebrows, the day gave way to evening. Oh, sorry about all that. I just assumed you were both new employees at the Central Factory. So it's only natural that you wound up being drafted as assistants. This is no laughing matter. Especially since the only thing you had me helping with was making coffee. Girls can bang metal parts together too, old man. Relax, Estelle. We got some valuable experience out of the deal in the end. How often does one get to participate in startup tests on a brand new type of orbman, after all? Well, now, you're bright then, aren't you? You're a bright lad. Want to give up this bracer nonsense and start up in the field of orbital engineering? Grandpa. I'm really sorry, guys. I guess I got caught up in the moment, too. You don't need to apologize, sweetie. But I thought the father of the orbital revolution was going to be some really amazing man. Not some old fart with attention deficit issues. Ah, please, you're too kind. Moving on, I'm being paid a visit by the children of Cassius? That's quite the surprise. So you really do know our dad? Yes, from way back when. I've known him since his army days, some 20 years ago or so. I've met him too. He had a really nice mustache, right? Well, I don't know if you'd call it nice, so much as suspicious looking. But if he's known Dad for that long, it looks like we'll be safe in trusting you-know-what with Professor Russell after all. Yes, I have to agree. Now, what are you talking about? And what was it you wanted my help with? Well, I'll explain to the professor the whole sequence of events surrounding the Black Orbment. I see. Wow, a pitch-black orbment. Yep, most intriguing. And with no inscribed caliber or seams. Look at the frame too. Professor Russell produced a cutting tool from his belt. Without a word, he pushed the blade's edge against the outer shell of the orbment. Wait, what are you doing? It's a special alloy steel cutter. Just as I thought. Here, take a look. Okay. Estelle, Joshua, and Tita peered intently at the black orbment. Huh? There's not even a scratch. The frame is made from some type of metal I've never before encountered. Opening it up for a closer look is going to be quite the task, I think. That's just crazy. If we can't find some way to open it, we'll be back to square one. Well, I can certainly spend some time on trying. But first, I think maybe we should put it under measurement scan. What now? That huge piece of equipment you saw when we were working on the experiment. It can gauge orbital energy activity in real time. You're making my head hurt with your techno-blabble. Just tell me what using that thing will accomplish. To put it in layman's terms, it'll allow us to see just what this orbment does. We won't be able to draw any definitive conclusions just from measuring what kind of orbital activity is occurring, but it's a start. And that should give us a major clue. Indeed. So, without further ado... Grandpa, shouldn't we have lunch first? Sure. Estelle and Joshua, you're both welcome to join us. I can't promise it'll be anything special, but... sounds great to me. We'll even help with prep. Alright, come on then. I got a bit to do while lunch is prepared. No, I want to see it too. No fair working around when I'm not around. No fair working when I'm not around. My house, my rules. What is up with these two? Now I see where she gets it. Ahem. Now if everyone is ready, let's get this started. Estelle, if you'll put the orbit on the stand. Okay. Like this? Yes, thank you. Are you ready, Tita? All set. Good. Now commencing orbital force measurement test on the Black Orbment. Black Orbment? So that's going to be the official name after all? Why using it officially is so boring and simple. Why not something cool like Dark Thinking of Impending Doom? No, simple is best. Anything longer than Black Orbment would just be annoying to say. Fidget. Oh, look at her. She's all anxious to start. Huh? Oh. Alright, let's begin. Tita, if you'll activate the scanner, please. Okay. Output set to 45. Put all measuring equipment on standby. Roger. Done. All measuring equipment is calibrated. Okay, from here on out is the real deal. Since no direct input or output was detected, all we can do now is measure how the central crystal circuit responds. Now, let's just see how much this contraption is really worth. You're sure in a good mood. And click. Neat, it's all glowing and stuff. I get it, it's putting a major strain on the crystal circuit. There. Tita, any readings? Yes, but they're kind of weird. The tachometer needle's shaking like crazy. Now it's spinning around the dial. What? Eek! What's going on here? Joshua! It's that same black light from before. What? Uh-oh. I don't know if I like the looks of this. We just caused a blackout. Grandpa, it won't take much more of this. We have to shut it down. Don't you dare. Just a little longer and we'll have something. Oh, wait a second, all the lights in town are going out. Huh? What in... we have no choice then. Terminating the experiment. Oh. They're back on. Phew. Huh. Alright, let's see the readout. Nothing. It didn't record anything. And the only thing that kept working was a scanner on which the Black Orbment sat. But even then... As for everything else... Good, it looks like the experiment's finished. How's it outside? Fine, all the lights are back like nothing happened. There's still a lot of people panicked, though. Oh, okay. But what the hell was all that? That... was what I would dub the orbital shutdown phenomenon. The what down? You mean how everything inside all the orbits just stopped working at once? So the Black Orbment did this? Yes, I have no doubt. But I would have never dared to guess that its effect would be so extensive. There's definitely more to this than I expected. Interesting. Most interesting indeed. Only you would think causing a blackout over an entire city is interesting. Professor! Ah, Murdoch, just the man I wanted to see. The feeling is not mutual. Every single time you invent something, it means trouble for me. What the hell were you up to that would cause all of the power downtown to go out? How rude, it's not even my fault this time. See that? There. That's the Black Orbment, and it caused this. Is that the... Okay, I get it. If that's the root of this, then it's genuine extenuating circumstances. But it still means that this was your fault. Aw, nuts, you got me. That's it? They're just okay again? Are they always like this? And this is so embarrassing. And so the first day of Zeiss kept everyone busy. Due to how late it was, Estelle and Joshua stayed in the lab for the night. Man, yesterday was such a crazy day. I was surprised enough at the town, but I really wasn't expecting to deal with anything like that. No kidding. But back on the subject of the Black Orbment, it's much more powerful than I'd imagined possible. Yeah. What's the prof gonna do now that his experiment's gone all kerflooey? Good morning, guys. Morning, Tita. Good morning. Quite a big day yesterday. No kidding. Did you guys sleep okay? Yep, like babies. Is the professor already up? Oh, he left for the Central Factory earlier this morning. He said something about how he was going to expose all of the Black Orbment secrets. Well, looks like he's getting roared at over and over by the factory chief yesterday. Didn't even put a dent in him. We really appreciate both of you taking the time just to look over something a couple of relative strangers brought to you. Oh, it's fine, really. Grandpa's investigating it out of pure curiosity more than anything. I should go to the factory myself once I'm done with breakfast. What do you plan to do? Naturally, we'll be coming with you. I want to know what's going on with that orbment too. Maybe there's something we can do to help? Yay, then you'll come with me. I almost forgot about the soup. Just a second, you two. I'll bring you breakfast as soon as I make sure it's edible and not on fire. Okay. I guess that's what the smell is, but man, what a cutie. I wish we could take her back with us to Roland. She could be like a pet, cheering us up whenever we're feeling down. That's kinda creepy, Estelle. I think I'd have to agree. And now that we've had a good breakfast, off to the Central Factory. Before we do that, I'd like to check in at the guild. I think it might be best to report on what happened yesterday, just to be on the safe side. Well, okay. Hey Tita, would you mind if we stop by there on our way? Sure, go ahead. Well, she seems pretty accommodating. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll take a break before we check in with the guild, and then we'll see where that puts us. I'm wondering if that'll basically make us deviate from our plan to go to the factory and talk to the professor or not, but we'll have to find out next time. So until then, thanks for watching.